In 1821, Mexico won its independence from Spain. In the years that followed, the new government invited American speculators to acquire large tracts of land in its province of Texas. Stephen Austin was one of these colonization agents, or impresarios. Austin contracted to bring 500 families to the region. Over time, he established dozens of communities in the province. Within a decade, there were roughly 20,000 American settlers in Texas. For many, the lure was cheap land and wide-open spaces. For others, debtors and fugitives among them, the region offered the promise of a new beginning. As a group, these settlers were rugged individualists. When friction with the Mexican government developed over slavery and other issues, Texans, in 1835, declared their independence and prepared to fight. In 1836, Mexico's president and military dictator, Antonio López de Santa Anna, led a contingent of troops into Texas, determined to put down the rebellion. They attacked the Alamo, an old Spanish mission where a handful of Texian rebels had taken refuge. Among those inside, a young officer named William Travis issued an urgent message.
I am besieged by 1,000 or more of the Mexicans under Santa Anna. The enemy has demanded a surrender. Otherwise, the garrison are to be put to the sword. I call on you in the name of liberty or patriotism and everything dear to the American character to come to our aid with all dispatch.
The rebels refused to surrender, and they were slain virtually to the last man, perhaps 200 lives in all. The Battle of the Alamo was a crushing defeat, but it inspired Texians and other Americans to take up arms against Mexico. Across the land, cries rang out to remember the Alamo. 6 weeks later, General Sam Houston turned the tables. His Texian rebels lured Santa Anna's army to the coast, and then turned and attacked. At the Battle of San Jacinto, Houston's men gained victory in a skirmish that lasted just 18 minutes. Santa Anna was captured and conceded to Texian demands for independence, an agreement he later renounced. The independent Republic of Texas became a linchpin in the American debate over westward expansion and the future of slavery. Between 1836 and 1840, the population of Texas nearly tripled. The slave population alone eclipsed 12,000. But the Republic's very existence remained precarious. The government in Mexico City refused to recognize its sovereignty. And the United States, fearing the wrath of Northern abolitionists, refused to consider Texas for statehood.